Funhouse active.
Hello, everybody. My name is Tokia. Welcome to my channel. I'm here today to discuss and show you guys how I was able to pass 3 100K funded accounts within a matter of 2 days, possibly even 1. But overall, you have to wait 5 days in order to make it to the next phase. But they were still passed in 1 or 2 days. Okay. So first and foremost, I have been trading for a few years. I did become consistent within the last year from mentorship and actually studying. I actually took 1 whole year and dedicated it to trading and learning the market inside and out. Of course, I invested a ton of money into the market, but it was worth it because I lost so much more not knowing how to trade properly. So there are a few things that you must know about the market. You must know market structure. You must know how to spot out breaks of structures, how to use them. You must know how to spot liquidity and how to avoid being a part of liquidity. You must know how to properly risk to reward. You must know how to spot out imbalance. And these are all a part of liquidity. To know where smart money is heading. You want to move with smart money and not against them. Another thing I want to point out is that I am a swing trader. I do scalp occasionally, but the money is where swinging is, honestly speaking. Like, you can set yourself for a trade and wake up in a matter of a day or two to thousands of dollars without having to stay on the charts all day long. I will always prefer swinging as far as trading. So I want to just go over market structure really quickly. I want to talk to you about knowing the market structure on the higher time frame. Even if you do decide that you are a scalper, you should know what the structure is on the higher time frame, such as the weekly, the daily, or the 4-hour. So this is an uptrend. And the reason why I am able to identify that this is an uptrend is because we have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And between those higher highs and higher lows, we have these breaks of structure, right? So we have a higher high, higher low, a break of structure, right? Continuous breaks of structures. This is knowing where you are on the lower time frame by identifying where you are on the higher time frame. So let's say you prefer to trade on the 5-minute or the 15-minute. You must know from the weekly, daily, or 4-hour where you are. So let's say I'm here in the market and I realize that I'm at a higher high, aiming to make a higher low, right? This area right here will confuse you on the smaller time frame and make you think that the market is overall bearish because it's selling down. Now, once you know where you are on the higher time frame, this scalp would be easy for you because you would know that you would not be taking the sell long term. You would know that it's just a short-term retracement to make a higher high. And this is what confuses a lot of people, not knowing where you are on the higher time frame, right? And it's the same with a downtrend. We're making lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, right? We know that the market doesn't go straight up and it doesn't go straight down. And let's say you are on the 5-minute or the 15-minute because that's where you feel comfortable at. And the market is going up to make a lower high for a lower low. You don't want to get confused thinking that the market is reversing up. So even if you see a break of structure to the upside on a smaller time frame, do not get confused by it. There's going to be many breaks of structures on the smaller time frame just to get you where you need to go on the higher time frame. Please remember that so that you do not get confused. The higher time frame, its overall direction is the direction of the market. Okay, another thing I'm going to talk to you about is imbalance. Imbalance. This is an imbalance candle. This is an imbalance candle. And smart money, they place orders for buys and for sells, and they have to come back and mitigate these areas, you know, things like that. I won't get completely into that today, but I just want to show you a few of my trades. I do have funded accounts and I do trade with my personal funds. So I just want to show you guys how I use order blocks to actually pass these funded accounts within a few days. So I'm going to hit play. I did mark my order blocks. This trade was already done. I just simply went back to replay it. And so I'm going to show you how within a day, price went from one order block to another. And I have kind of like a rinse and repeat system going on here. It's not as simple as just figuring out order blocks and letting it price go from one to another. You have to know how to spot out the correct order blocks. It's just, you just don't create you just don't mark an order block and expect price to go to it. You have to know which order blocks are the ones. And you want to see impulsive moves coming from the order blocks. You want to see some imbalance in there. You want to see some breaks of structure, things like that. So I'm just going to press play and show you how I trade swinging. So as you can see, this was an order block. And I selected this order block because there was an impulsive move coming from it. Price came back to test the order block. You can get in early at some risk entries, or you can wait for, let's see, it tested. You can wait for it to come back and test a new order block. When price comes into your order block, you do want to hop down to the smaller time frames. You do want to see from a bearish order block, you do want to see distribution happening, breaks of structures, a retest of a new order block that was formed from your order blocks. You just don't want to just hop in and out just because it touches an order block. So I got the confirmation on the smaller time frame along with breaks of structures from the 5 minute. That's my go-to to check out my order blocks. You can even go down to the 1 minute. And I did take the trade from here to here, right? And let's see, 21st. This was one day. This was in a matter of a day, right? So, you know, when you're trading a 100K account, the first phase, you have to reach the target of 8,000. The second phase, you have to reach the target of 5,000. Of course, I passed it in one day. I had to wait 5 days, you know, taking little trades. And then I did the same rinse and repeat method with the second phase in a matter of one day again. So let's go on to the next trade. Okay, I selected this order block because price made an impulsive move from it. So this is my bullish order block. And this became my bearish order block. Price went down into my bullish order block. Price went down into my bullish order block, sorry. And I did take this back up to my bearish order block. And when you are swing trading, I don't watch it. I just set my proper risk to reward. I do not watch it because you will be tempted to exit the trade or feel like you've lost the trade. And so what I do is this is where I may have entered. This is what I do. And I walk away. I set it and I walk away from the trade. I don't watch it. I do not watch the trades as they are happening. And let's see, this was 21st. Excuse me, 21st. Yeah, this was a few days. This trade was a few days. But this move from here where it finished, yeah, this trade was a few days. And you don't need the whole trade to complete your phase 1 or 2. It depends on your lot size. I did set a decent lot size to where I did not have to wait for the entire trade to play out. Once your accounts are funded, you would want to wait for the entire trades to play out because that is your money. Your 70% in the first month, your 75% in the second month, and then your 80%. So you don't have to wait for the entire trade to play out. As soon as I reach the 8,000 profit, I exit the trade. As soon as I reach the 5,000 profit target, I exit the trade. When you are on the funded accounts, leave them, let them run, but you don't have to continue to let it run past your targets. And that is it. This is where we are now. So as you can see, those were like 3 swing trades that brought me in a ton of money and past my funded accounts. I am currently waiting for price to come into a bullish order block. But those 3 accounts are funded. They were passed. And this is how I trade on the regular basis. And this is how I pass my funded account. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. And I do truly hope that this was helpful to you. Thank you.